Welcome in everybody. Today we're going to be talking about bombs and how you can use your bombs to the best effectiveness to win battles. So today we've got a matchup between Dwarf Warriors and Marauders of Khorne with dual weapons, which are a very high threat to Dwarf Warriors. But we got a little trick up our sleeve. We got some miners with blasting charges. These little homeboys carry around grenades on them. And we're going to be using those grenades to have a flanking position and then bomb the life out of some marauders and then get an upper hand in this fight and hopefully win. So let's jump into it. A couple of things you need to know about Grimnir. Blasting charges have grenades, right? So grenades have explosive damage, which is really powerful and will tear through the low armor of Marauders of Khorne. On top of this, they do explode though, so you can hurt your own unit. So we have to use this kind of effectively. So, good thing to note, with almost all explosive charges units, you should make sure that you don't have fire at will on. Otherwise, you'll just throw bombs into your own people sometimes. A good idea is to stagger your units, which is what I'm doing right here. Because when you have your units staggered, you can get your people into better positions and fire along down certain areas, which will help you take that advantage. Right now I'm going to be firing on this right side when these Marauders of Khorne get to me, and the idea is we're going to be doing a ton of damage, breaking one side really fast, and then I can use the other two units that I'll have, which are these Dwarf Warriors and Blasting Charges, to secure a victory on taking 2v1 matchups instead of 1v1 matchups that I should lose. So we're going to get these miners with blasting charges into position, right? Hitting them from the sides instead of the front, because if we hit them from the front, we're going to hit all of our own Dwarf Warriors, which is really bad. We engaged their Lord with our Lord. They're about equal strength, so he should be able to hold for a while. Then you can see that we set up our position to look about like the lines of them, and then we start throwing these grenades. If you look at the damage that these grenades do, they absolutely wreck these Marauders units. Then we charge in, get a charge bonus off, and they become broken instantly. This means that we can now flank with these two extra units, and we should just tear through the rest of this battle pretty simply. It's a very simple strategy, but it's super effective, and making sure that you're putting these blasting charges to a better use. Now, of course, these Marauders of Khorne will come back, which is scary because they have a good charge bonus and they do lots of damage dealing capabilities, but we should just be able to flank around them with more numbers of units, taking more 2v1 matchups or 3v1 matchups even. Right, so you can see that now I'm going to be attacking these guys from the back, and they'll be going down soon. These guys are taking a 2v1 matchup. They're about to break, right? They're being attacked in the rear, attacked in the flank too. So they're taking a whole bunch of leadership penalties, which will get them to rout off the battlefield really fast. And now I have these two units that can either run them down or now engage these Marauders that are coming back. And now I can take them more on my own pace that I want to. Now I have these two units, and now it's going to be a 4v1 matchup, which is always going to be losing in these types of battles. The Chaos Lord, again, just engaging the Dwarf Lord over here, keeping him out of the battle so that we can show how these tactics work, instead of just showing all the boring lords taking out everything. You can see that we're trying to move around to hitting flanks, because when you hit flanks, their leadership is going to get absolutely tanked. Right, so right now we have a -6 to attacked or flank exposed, but then we hit them with the -14 of attacked in the rear, and they just break. And then we can run them down and they won't fight back, or we can focus on the units that are coming back, taking even more 4v1 matchups. We'll get less exhausted than they will eventually, and it's just always like a better fighting style. So we can speed this battle up because I think you can see how this goes. Basically, we've taken an advantage caused by the blasting charges, and we get the W. So we're going to end this, see how many casualties we got. We got a solid 158, which is a decent amount of our troops, but we are fighting deadly damage dealing units, and they have a absolutely wrecked force now, and we would come back with even more bombs and destroy them again if we had to. That's it for this video. Super fast, super easy. Hopefully you guys can use these bombs in your own campaigns and hopefully get upper edges in battles. Thank you, and I will see you later.